Hey folks, in today's video we're going to show you how to change the price and status of a for sale listing in the Miami MLS, otherwise known as the Southeast Florida MLS. And the MLS here uses a system called Matrix. So when you log in, search for Matrix. It's the name of the software that realtors here can use to access the Miami MLS. So once you log in, scroll down, you can go to My Listings, My Active Listings, My Pending Listings. These are in contract listings. This is a shortcut for all of your listings that you can manage and edit. If you wanted to change the price of a listing, find the listing that you're looking to change the price of, and then click the MLS number, and then you can simply hit edit. And then go to this one, single family manufactured homes. This goes to where essentially all of the changes can be done. Click onto the second tab, General Information. This is where you'll see the list price. So what you can do is, say you want to enter something different. Say you want to enter and make it, something a little bit different. Make sure you delete this and then put in the new price completely. I would recommend just copy pasting the new price. Make sure you're not missing any digits. Obviously that would really piss off a seller if you uploaded a new sale price that's missing a digit or two. And then you can always hit validate if you like, but then after that you just hit submit listing and then your change would be made. If you want to cancel, you hit cancel without saving anything, and you can just go to the listing itself to see what the change you made is. So we didn't actually change the prices here, but this is how you would change the listing price. And should you want to change it to the status, for example, it's active currently, you have a signed contract, a fully signed contract, and you want to change the listing status, then you would simply go to that same page. So you click on the MLS listing, edit listing like we did before, and then you'll see here there are a few shortcuts for changing the status. So you can change it to pending, would be to change the status to in contract. You see, if you click change to pending, they're going to ask you for a little bit more information. Pending date, so this would essentially always be today's date, maximum one date prior. If the client sent you the details of their status change maybe a day earlier, always either today or the prior day, because this is, if you input this too late, some MLSs will usually charge you a fine for entering a listing status change more than 24 hours late. So this should always be today. And then for expected closing date, this is a field that sellers will provide to us for agent-assisted FSBO listings, or put an estimate if you're not entirely sure. So you put some date in the future. So the seller says, oh, it's supposed to close in 30 days or September 30th. You put that. Contingencies, this will also be provided by the seller for our agent-assisted FSBO listings. If it's a non-contingent or all cash offer, essentially the same thing, or it's financing with no contingencies, you would basically put no contingencies. Otherwise, another common one would also be pending inspections, because here in Florida, once a contract is fully signed, there's a standard inspection period that's built into the standard realtor contract. They're usually 10 or 15 days. It's a fill in the blank number so the buyer can cancel for any reason within that inspection period. So this is a common one, pending inspections. Third-party approval, this is something you can put in there as well, perhaps in the rare case that there's a third party, like maybe a co-op, though they don't really exist here in South Florida. So this would really be, you can maybe put that for the condo having a right of first refusal, though that's often very rarely exercised. A close of other property is basically having a sale contingency, meaning the seller, or in this case, the buyer needing to sell another property in order to be able to have funds to purchase. So these are all options. If the seller doesn't put anything, then put no contingencies. Third-party approval can also be, for example, maybe contingent on getting a mortgage, so a mortgage contingency is a common one. And if there is a selling agent, so the selling agent ID, then simply look for them. The selling agent is the agent who brought the buyer. If the buyer does not have a outside third-party buyer's broker, then the selling agent would actually just be ourselves, the seller's broker. We do ask the sellers to typically provide this, so you can search for their first and last names and then search if it's for ourselves. For example, enter our own name and you can fill in ourselves and then hit submit listing. Now we're going to do a live example on a listing where the seller in this example, don't worry about the address, we actually followed up. They gave the wrong listing address by accident, but this is when they told us it was contract signed, and we had to chase them actually to figure out why they hadn't closed yet. So we did confirm that they closed. So then let's go ahead and update this listing in the Miami MLS to closed. First, let's find the pending listing. It's this one. Hit edit, and then we can change to sold. Of course, it'll ask for some more information. Sold price, very important. You'll see that they gave us some more information, such as the buyer's agent, the buyer's name. For some of this other information, if you don't know, always put unknown withheld. Intended, just put unknown withheld. If you don't know, in this case the seller hasn't told us, just put other terms, see remarks. By default, put seller contributions no unless they told us something. And the closing date, always remember to use today's date or the latest date. If it's later than 24 hours, most MLSs will issue you a fine for not updating it in a timely manner. So it could be yesterday, it could be today, but always select today or the prior day. And then for this, if you don't know, select unfinished, unfurnished, unless they tell you otherwise. By default, most properties are sold unfurnished. So once that's done, you can see the selling agent has previously already been inputted by us when you listed it as in contract, so you're good to go. And then just hit submit listing. And now you can see that the listing has been updated to sold, or closed rather, in the Miami MLS. And what you should do after this is to simply go ahead and send a screenshot of this to the seller and then close out the ticket. So you should save this as an attachment. We're going to just, for simplicity, take a quick screenshot, and then you reply to the seller with our standard canned response. Listing update has been done. You insert that, and then you attach the screenshot. In this case, for simplicity, we're just going to paste the screenshot from the MLS, and then we'll hit send and set as closed. And that's really how you do the two most common and important changes. It's really to either set a listing as pending or in contract, and then to mark it as sold. And if for some reason a listing is in contract and you wish to, if maybe it fell out of contract and you wish to change it back to active, very easy. You can simply hit change to active. And that's it. This is how you update a listing's price and status on the Miami MLS using Matrix. My name is Chris at Hauseit. Leave us a comment below if you have any questions. Of course, if you're looking to buy or sell property in New York or South Florida, and you're looking to save on commission, we can help you save all 6% with an agent-assisted FSBO listing. And when you're buying, we can help you save 2% or more with a Hauseit buyer closing credit. And if you're an agent in the South Florida area, you're looking to join us, check out our careers page at hauseit.com and learn more about how you can work with our vetted buyer and seller referrals. We hope to see you on the next one.